I'm Graham Norton. Tonight on the show we've got two of the world's most beautiful pop stars. And that's why I haven't been able to get anywhere near wardrobe or makeup. I have to get it undone now.
Phew, that's better. Let's start the show! My glamour standing Clive. Oh, brother from a different mother. Separated at birth. There was a mix-up. We have a sparkling lineup tonight. Chatting and singing, the one and only Cheryl Cole is here. Chart-topping superstar Katy Perry is here. And hilarious touring comedian Ross Noble is on the show. I tell ya. So, that's two Geordies on the show tonight. Cheryl is, of course, the best-looking woman ever to come from Newcastle. She really is. Actually, to be honest, Ross is the best-looking man. Ross is doing very well. He's even had his own range of Ross Noble dolls. He has. I'm delighted to have Cheryl on the show. She's just appeared at the Queen's Jubilee concert. Very exciting. Looking good, Cheryl. What an outfit. It certainly got a reaction from the royal box. It did. Talking about amazing outfits, I can't wait to see what Katy Perry's wearing tonight. I know. Oh, such a fashion icon. All the top names want to dress her. Versace, Dior, Mr. Kipling. Delicious. Here's Katy on stage during her recent tour. Yeah. Oh, it's a showbiz classic, that, isn't it? Shell opens and out pops a vision of beauty. Usually. All looking forward to the football? Football? Any football fans in? There are some, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, the Euros start tonight, I'm told. England don't actually play France until Monday, but Roy Hodgson already has a good idea of how the game's going to go. Wayne Rooney, suspended, you know, so he spent the last 2 weeks on holiday. The big fear is he could be out of condition. He could. I'm talking an exciting time for Wayne. It is. It's the first international tournament where he's been able to show off his new hair transplant. Yeah. Actually, talking of hair, did you see the exciting news this week that the Olympic torch was carried by Jedward? Seriously, it was. I'm not even making it up. That's them just before the torch was lit. Yeah. I wonder what happens when you light a massive flame next to that much hairspray. It's Jedward. Let's get some guests on. He's Newcastle's funniest comedian. That's why I love him. It's Ross Noble. Hello, sir. Hello. Very nice to see you. Lovely to see you. Haven't seen Ross Noble. Hello. Hey, everyone. I'm about to kiss a girl. It's Katy Perry! Hello, lovely lady. Sit yourself down. And she doesn't have to fight for my love. It's Cheryl Cole! Woo! Woo! Hello, lovely lady. All right. Have a seat. They're happy.
I tell you what, I must be looking nice tonight because we were still screaming when she came on.
She's really pretty.
It's a lot of pop princess on one sofa, I'll tell you that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now, listen, before we get on to other things, just want to gossip, really, because Cheryl did the Jubilee concert for the Queen. Yeah. Now, tell me the truth. You know, at the end,
yes.
The Queen come on, did you just elbow your way through the crowd to kind of go, let me at her?
Do you know what was the strangest thing?
Right there.
I know. No, they stood us in line and then they brought the Queen on and she just wanted to stand next to me.
Oh, she was drawn to you.
That's what it was.
In that photo there is Will.i.am just tweeting. behind the Queen.
Do you know what?
Going, I'm looking at the Queen's arse.
It's funny you should say that because I actually had to warn him as we walked onto stage. He had the phone at the ready. I'm not even joking.
Is that why you're looking like this?
That is exactly why. That is the moment of put that phone away right now before I kill you.
Well, look on the bright side. At least he didn't do that thing. He could have gone up to Her Majesty and just gone, right, come on. Get in, love, get in.
Really?
Yeah,
I would have done it.
You didn't see this. When did you get here?
I got here yesterday.
Oh, so you missed it.
I missed it just by a day, but I was on the flight, and they were doing a whole biography on the Queen and the Jubilee, so I watched it during dinner so I could be here and talk about things like this.
Jubilation.
I know what's going on.
Get on YouTube and watch this highlight of it was Grace Jones.
I let her borrow my dress.
She's 64, isn't she?
Wow.
And she hula hooped for 4 minutes while singing Slave to the Rhythm.
You know she wasn't supposed to. She literally turned up just doing this. and the Queen had a hula hoop. Just went, I'm going to throw it over her. She thought she won a prize. She just threw it, and Grace just kept just go with it, go with it. Yeah.
By the way, were you asked to do it?
No, I wasn't.
Because we heard in the papers here, we heard a rumor that Prince Harry
Your
asked...
papers never lie.
No. Well, this was a nice thing. They said that Prince Harry had asked for you by name.
Prince Harry?
Yeah.
He's a hot ginger, isn't he?
Yes.
Are you sure he asked for her to perform, though?
Well, that we don't know. Bring me Katy Perry.
No, it is. No, it is Harry. He likes the lady.
I love
Well,
the
and
monarchy.
actually-
I'd be open to that.
Well, well, you were chatting at the party, weren't you?
Oh, you and Prince Harry? Get off my man.
Princess Cheryl. That would be the best wedding ever. Oh, do it. Go on.
But you still...
Oh, come on.
I would consider Prince Harry.
Oh, do it.
Yeah.
Oh, do. And you would cheer people up so much.
And if you don't like her, call me.
Now, listen, we've got a lot of ladies of song here, and Cheryl, you're going to be performing later.
Yes.
Very excited. But now, Katy Perry, obviously, you are a one-woman hit factory. You've broken records set by the Beatles, Michael Jackson.
Wow.
It's phenomenal. But tonight you come to us with a movie, what you have made.
Yes. I have a movie coming out July 5th. It's called Part of Me. Katy Perry in 3D. Hold on those bra-sized jokes.
No, can I just say, it's excellent. It was so not what I expected. I thought it was going to be, like, you know, some concert footage, a good time, you singing your hits, and a bit of you messing around
great.
with... Yeah,
Fanfare,
just messing around with dancers and a bit of, you know, makeup artists backstage. But it's not a part of you. I mean, it's all of you.
It's a lot. I still have some secrets, but not many.
But you've seen the movie.
Yeah, I made the movie. Look, I had an idea in the winter of 2010, right before I was about to go on this big world tour, which I played here at the O2, and it was lovely, thank you. I felt like something important was coming in 2011, so I asked 2 English boys from East London, from London Fields, actually, to come and join me on the road. And they were just kind of like flies on the wall, capturing everything throughout the whole year. And I had no idea it was going to turn into like this big deal of a movie in 3D, but it did, and it's so exciting, and I'm so excited for everyone to see it. Might I warn you, you see a little bit of me without makeup, and you may not recognize me.
I
look normal.
But how do you feel, at the end of that film, how do you feel? Obviously you're proud of the movie, and, you're really proud of the tour, but like some of it, like the bits in Brazil, it's like torture watching some of it. Poking with a stick to get you on stage. It was hard to watch.
I love being on stage, and you know, even though I went through some pretty tough times last year, I had to separate that because I know that my problems are my problems, and they're not the audience's problems. They're here to see a show and to be entertained. So I put myself on that lift, and I smacked a smile on my face, and I went up with my tits spinning.
And it's really good use of 3D, because you really get a true sense of what you experience.
Not everybody could make the show, and so I wanted everybody... I took the best parts of the 2-hour show that I did last year and put them in the film, and people really feel like they're there. It's very... It's a great simulation.
Do the tits spin in 3D? They do.
For you, Ross.
And as we've got a clip, I should warn you, it is one without...
Oh, it's all right.
Okay.
It's time.
It's time. Okay. Deep breaths, everyone. Here we go.
How much work needs to be done on her call before we're ready to dress? It's about 50 more minutes.
OMG. I think Katy is a dreamer. Her dream is to get to be herself and inspire other people.
There's definitely an undertone of Katy's life represented.
It's a little bit of Alice in Wonderland. It's Dorothy and Oz. And she wanted the fans to experience that fantastical world that she dreamed up.
I feel a real connection to fairy tales. And I think that in some ways I live in a fairy tale.
Your whole family's in the movie. Your mom, your dad, your granny's in there.
My grandma, I think, steals the show. She is the truth. You know what's so funny? My sister got married the other day, and my grandma's 91, and she's all there. She's got all her marbles plus more. And we were all at my sister's wedding, which was lovely. My cousin asked my grandma, she said, "Grandma, what do you think of Katy's new purple hair?" And she looked me up and down. She goes, "Well, it's not all hers." I was like, I bought it. I have the receipt. And she goes, "Where'd you get it from? The 99-cent store?"
Whoa! Did you punch her?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So she's in the film, and she's pretty hilarious.
She is. And the thing is, obviously, for you, it's very hard to have a truly private life. Well, it is because people are interested in the tabloid channel.
Sure.
So
It's a fine line.
Yeah. So I suppose in my head, I was watching the movie thinking, "Oh my God, she's nuts!" Because you've given us so much. You've given us kind of complete access.
Sometimes that's good, though, to give people, to give them it all. Then they're not looking for the things that they think they want.
Yeah.
I admire her for that.
Yeah.
And I think she looks so cute without her makeup on.
All right, get over it. I still am gonna come out full beat every time. Or paint. Yeah, I mean, it's a fine line, and I'm a kind of honest person, mostly. I like to be as honest as possible through my music and in my life and my professional life, and so I thought it was important to show everybody things so that people can be inspired by it.
And obviously, now, the two of you are single. Well, actually, I don't know if you are. Contractually, I'm a chat show host. I am obliged to ask you both. Are you both single at the moment?
My dance card is so full.
Okay.
I don't know who I'm dancing with, though.
A lot of
just
people.
say, I'm not going to have sex with you. I'm just putting it out there.
Now, I did notice, though, in this month's GQ, Cheryl Cole,
Me?
you talk about being a woman and having the needs of a woman.
Dum, dum,
Gotta go!
dum.
See you later!
Do I?
Yeah. Do you have people come around in the middle of the night
Do I?
and have a go and then leave?
Wouldn't you love
I had people come around in the middle of the night.
Make it sound like Neighbourhood Watch. John from 37's down. Oh, go on, then. Prince Harry's not here yet. Go on, John. In the night. Like sexual ninjas.
That sounds great.
It's just so.
There's a good one for someone.
Cheryl, talking of kind of, I don't know what, falling out, but a rift or whatever, have you kissed and made up with Simon Cowell?
I wouldn't say kissed. I'll tell you one thing you can kiss.
So,
No, we've made up. We're
yeah, because
friends.
it's not nice having people out there that you don't talk to or things. So,
Yeah, and I'm not that type of person anyway.
Okay.
It's not in my nature to...
so like, if you was to walk on here now, that wouldn't be awkward.
No, it wouldn't be awkward. It'd be quite fun. There's a pineapple I could lob at his head right now.
Because, Katy, you did X Factor here. You were on the panel together, weren't
We
you?
were, yeah.
Yes.
So were you offered any of the X Factor gigs?
There's not been actual paper contracts, but people have been interested in me judging other people. Yeah.
Would you do it?
I would
Cheryl's
do it.
right there.
I
Cheryl's
was
right
Really
there.
good at it.
Thanks.
Really amazing at it.
I'm just not ready for it just yet.
No.
So
Okay.
maybe in the future I'd love
She
to.
has movies to make and, songs
yeah.
to release.
I'm busy.
But can I just say,
I'm excited. I'm very flattered. But there's a lot of those types of shows, so you have to be very careful with the one that you associate yourself with.
now, are you not allowed to...
Yes.
By the way, are you not allowed to talk about it?
What?
It.
What are we
Simon?
The whole X Factor debacle.
I'm allowed to talk about anything I want to talk about.
Okay, very good. Because you did get your revenge on him in Afghanistan, didn't you?
Oh, did I just? That was actually what broke the ice when I first spoke to him.
Oh, okay.
Because I went out to Afghanistan to visit the troops, and they had this whole section where they had explosive devices, and they were blowing them up to see how they work. And when I got there, somebody had dressed one up as Simon. It was the best thing, and I got to press the button. I was the detonator, and he just went boom. And then when I came back, I had him, because you weren't allowed to take mobile phone or anything like that out there. It's a security risk. I had messages from Simon saying, well, so now that you've blown us up in Afghanistan, is there any chance we can just have this conversation? And that's when I first spoke to him. Oh, what? Then I hired a plane to fly over his house for his 52nd birthday. He's 52, by the way, 53 coming. He didn't want anybody to know it was his birthday.
Well, please tell me the plane was a tornado from the lads in Afghanistan. just fly in, heat-seeking missile.
No, he said...
Did it have a big thing hanging off the back saying, happy birthday?
I heard a rumour from his people, well, I won't name names, but somebody told us he didn't want anyone to know it was his birthday. Perfect opportunity for me to hire a plane.
You were just being nice.
I was just being nice, you know. Happy birthday, Simon. Let's break the ice.
It's a lovely thing.
So it had a banner trailing off saying Simon is 52 today, and I flew around his house 52 times.
I love it.
Looking back to, was it last year that it happened? When did it happen, the whole X Factor USA?
Last
year. Because it seemed at the time it was handled so badly. Like, when you walked away, who were you angriest with? Like, with the Fox TV network, with Simon, or with yourself for kind of getting sucked into it?
There was no anger, just
anger.
Just, let's make some music.
Okay, and you have.
Go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated.
With a new album. Later on, you're going to be performing Call My Name off the album. The album's A Million Lights.
It is.
A Million Lights, and it's out on the 18th. Call My Name is out on Sunday.
On Saturday midnight, actually.
Oh, Saturday midnight?
Yes.
If you're still up.
Early Sunday. I'm surprised this is your third solo album.
I know, it's crazy. It's gone so quick.
Yeah. And the last two both went to #1. I'm guessing this will go to #1 as well.
Oh, I don't know.
It will. And now, we're confused, Cheryl.
You are?
On the artwork, it says, and we've read in the papers, that you are Cheryl.
Yes.
Have you dropped the coal?
No. So what happened was...
You don't need that coal, honey.
So what did happen?
No, I got the new artwork.
The new artwork?
Yes. And I couldn't fit the coal on there anymore, so we just...
Because I've got the album here, and...
Oh, it does look better.
I say, taking a CD from there has never got an oh my god from the audience before.
And it also got, somebody went, can we have it?
Yeah.
It was probably
a very young person who's never seen an actual CD before. What the hell is that? Now, what's interesting is, again, because there is so much interest in your personal life and the tabloids and things, so people will be looking at this, thinking, reading stuff.
Always.
Into the stuff. Like, there is a track on here called Screw You. And, well, immediately, a couple of names pop into your mind.
It was dedicated to me. God,
It's DIY. It's all about DIY. There you go. Don't worry.
I'm just fixing my kitchen cabinets. Screw you.
Yeah.
What is it about?
Yeah. Track #2 is called Roll Plugs Ahoy.
I'm still on track. What the hell is Screw You about?
Actually, Screw You came about in a really unprofessional way because I originally went into the studio to record a song that had been written for me. I went to a party the night before.
Cheryl.
And was a little bit tipsy in the studio.
AKA drunk.
Out of her mind, Katy, that's what I heard.
Honey, when we say tipsy, we are peeing in the streets.
Oh, yeah. You can dress her up. You can dress her up.
But you can't take the lady out of Jordan.
Ironically,
I know where this is. I'm good with geography. I can't spell though.
peeing in the streets is the hidden track at the end. It's like dancing in the streets, but a bit more vulgar. So you got absolutely slaughtered before the...
You're still drunk the next day.
Yes. And somebody tweeted a picture of us sticking up the middle finger.
Oh. Of you doing it?
Yes, me.
And you're not allowed to do that?
Am I allowed?
Kids are like.
They're your fingers.
It didn't go down too well with the Queen, though, the other night.
But Katy, do you find that as well? Because like your new track, Wide Awake.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because again, you know, people are listening to the lyrics, going, "Oh, what does she mean there? What's that about?" Is that annoying that you then?
No. If it was annoying, I wouldn't do it.
Okay.
I'm very honest with my music and my lyrics when I write them. And that song is about the realization of reality and coming down from a high. So.
I love that song.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I've had too much sugar last year.
Okay.
What about your vulnerable song, Ross?
I have a track on one of my DVDs that just says, "I'm right sensitive me." And it's just 10 minutes of me on stage just doing that.
Legend! Proper legend! Sorry.
That was actually quite good. Was that a Geordie accent?
It just came out. I don't know where it came from.
What you will find, though, is... Because this... Do you find this when you spend time with people for a while and they just start going, "All right, I'll go and get some... You're going to start slowly morphing...
Into a Geordie?
Yeah.
That's all right.
That's what's happening. She's picking up the vibe.
Osmosis.
No, but you love the Geordie accent, don't you?
Of course.
Tell the people how you go to sleep.
I like listening to Geordie Show.
Going to sleep listening to Geordie Show.
Because before, when I'm... Not the vulgarity of anything, but the bridges and the... You know, the familiar sound and noise of a Geordie accent is therapy.
People having fights.
It's soothing.
The sound of romance as people have sex in bins. No, but the thing is, I love
You
it.
know what I mean.
I love the fact that you do those shampoo adverts, you know? Because when it was Jennifer Aniston and it was all that, "Oh, I'm American" and all the rest of it...
Right!
No, what I'm saying is you expect a shampoo advert to be an American going, "Oh, shampoo, oh, shampoo." Because Cheryl does it, who sounds like the girls I went to school with.
Yeah.
When I first saw it, I was expecting it to be L'Oreal. How fucking much? That's what I was expecting.
Did you teach Will I Am some Geordie expressions?
I try. God, he's bad. But I do try. He likes to... he always says to me, "Where you gonna go?"
What?
Yeah,
Where are you going to go? Yes.
Because have you played
Do you have a
Newcastle?
Rosetta Stone for Geordies? Yeah.
Is there a useful phrase you could teach Katy that she could storm on stage next time in Newcastle and delight
All right.
them with?
How you going the neat, Yarit?
Great here. That was good. Oh, now, obviously, you grew up in California. You would think it was worlds apart from where these two grew up around the Newcastle area. But in fact, there are more similarities than you would think. I mean, California, sun-drenched towns. Around Newcastle, they have drenched towns. California is full of people growing oranges. Newcastle is full of people going orange. That's a good look, isn't it?
Well,
You think those lips are real?
Yeah.
what she's actually doing there, there's actually a pane of glass there, and she's attached to it. She's moving her way up.
And in California, obviously, they frolic topless. And sadly, in Newcastle, they also frolic topless.
He's actually famous in Newcastle.
Oh, is he?
Proper dedicated fan, you know.
I'm getting that, Cheryl. I'm picking up on that.
Do you like the way that the Tyne Bridge perfectly crests his gut? And I tell you what, you really don't want to see the swing bridge. That's a bridge that's lower than the Tyne Bridge. Right now in Newcastle, they're going, "That is a very well-constructed joke."
I know. Your wheels were spinning so hard on that one.
And finally, in California, young people love going out catching crabs. And in Newcastle, well, you can imagine.
That is below the belt. No,
You guys seem to be from a lovely place.
But ironically, that last picture on there,
let's put
again, that makeup they're wearing, they're not pixelated. That's their actual... Just keep putting it on, man. Keep putting it on.
This is a very special place in Newcastle. Do you recognise this place?
Yes.
Yes.
Of course.
Because a very special honour was bestowed on you there, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yes.
She was
When you were
drunk.
15, you were named...
You were made queen of all Geordies.
No, didn't you win most attractive girl?
Highlight in my career.
Yeah, but it's true, isn't it?
Who told you? The Sun.
No. There was a list of things. You won a
They
Bonnie
don't
Baby
lie
competition,
ever.
you won something else, and you won most attractive girl at Gateshead Metro
I've
Centre.
heard that many a time, actually, but I don't remember.
Oh,
But
really?
that's cute.
Or maybe they just did it in retrospect. They just went, yeah.
Well, you are really pretty.
Yes.
So you think you're pretty?
I wasn't then.
Oh, you must have been. No?
Dog.
Even in the glittering halls of the Metro Centre.
I just showed you the whole of Newcastle. Do you think I was pretty?
You're gorgeous inside and out, and you don't need all the makeup. Just like me, kind of.
But you worked in the Metro Centre, didn't you?
I did, yes. Well, work is a very loose description. Because I used to do all the juggling and unicycling and all that, I got a job.
What
yes.
were you?
I was like
carny?
I was a carny. That's exactly what I was. I got a job because I used to do all that on stilts.
Right.
Walking around the Metro Centre, which you'll know isn't easy because it's quite a shiny floor.
It is.
It certainly showcased my stilt skills. And there was an American diner there, and they dressed me as Uncle Sam, and I had to hand out flyers on the stilts. But the problem is that the outfit belonged to the daughter of the manager for her dance concert. And the trousers, I've always had large thighs, and the trousers, they were pornographic in their tightness. And they actually split. I didn't realise the gusset had gone. Do you imagine, I'm on stilts, handing out flyers. And I couldn't work out why people were not only not wanting to take a flyer, but were moving their children away from me. Would you like to dine at the American diner? No, and we can see your bollocks. But ironically, I came second in the most beautiful girl in the Metro Centre.
Ross Noble, you were on tour in the autumn. Mind Blender
Yes.
is the tour.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
I am.
presumably this will be as interactive as
always.
always.
Yes, I'll be talking to the audience. Interactive makes it sound like they're wearing helmets and plugged in.
3D.
Yeah, they don't have to laugh. They can just press a button to register how funny they think it is.
And,
yes.
No, because you have done things like didn't Twitter tell you where to go on a tour once?
Yeah, I did that last year. I spent a week where I got on my motorbike and I just said, this is where I am, where should I go? And I just spent a week just travelling around, and people said, come to my work, I'll make you a cup of tea. So I just turned up and I just travelled around Britain, just you know, meeting people and
That's
just
amazing.
doing stuff. And
Because
yeah.
Katy Perry, in addition to your chart success, you're also queen of Twitter. You're huge. I think you're the third most followed person in the world.
Yeah, it's really difficult when I spell something wrong.
But listen, I think the
'Cause everybody goes,
the bar is set quite low on
This
Twitter.
is how you spell your in this correct way.
Oh, God, they go mad for that, don't
There's
they?
3 ways to spell your, and it's horrible.
So how many followers do you have?
20 million something?
That's
You've got 20 million.
And it's all around the world as well, so there'll be, like, Chinese kids in Latvia.
Mildly racist.
How's that? Well, hang on. I was saying Chinese kids racist. If I said, I hate Chinese kids, that's racist. But you're allowed to say a place and kids that are fun. No, I think what that is not even vaguely racist. That's like going, oh, you know what I fancy for tea tonight? Chinese. Racist! Totally racist. You're meant to say it.
All right, you're going to win Twitter.
I think I'll
gonna
have
tweet.
a takeaway of an ethnic origin.
Racist.
Yeah.
Cheryl, you're pretty new to Twitter, aren't you?
yeah, nearly a year.
Oh, okay. Very good. But your Twitter, you love it.
I do. I love just being able to talk to people direct.
So much fun, right?
So much. I don't know what I was doing before.
But it was like, I don't know much.
Facebooking, MySpacing, other social
I actually
mediums?
didn't do any of that. I went directly to Twitter.
But there was a day about a month ago, one of the researchers was going, you did 100 tweets in one day.
Yeah, but you've got to understand, I'm not saying that.
That was the day I unfollowed her.
No,
She's slowly writing a novel.
I wasn't saying...
I was like, I got shit to do.
I wasn't saying, like, I've just had a coffee, I'm about to do this. I was talking to people directly.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
okay.
replying to people.
Okay, nice,
I like
nice.
She's a nice
I
pop
dedicate
star.
time, yes.
And now, Ross, you've developed a Twitter bomb.
Yeah.
So explain
that?
Twitter bombing to
I
these
used
guys.
to do this thing
She
where
loved bombs.
it was Twitter Bombard Tuesday, and what I would do is I would get all my followers to not mention me in the tweet at all, so that people didn't know where it was coming from, and then just bombard one person with thousands of, like, stupid questions all at once at the same time. So we started with Doritos. Like, why have Doritos got their own Twitter feed? You know, still cheesy. Still cheesy again. And so we just bombarded them with, like, thousands of just questions. People were saying things like, I have a much-loved family moth that's injured its wing. Could you use a Dorito as a prosthetic replacement for the moth? And they're just like, what? OK. And then, could you use a Dorito as a plectrum for a spaghetti guitar? But they get, like, thousands all at the same time.
Glide.
A
If they're
tiny,
small.
See? Tiny little hang glider. You could have joined
If
in.
you're an insect.
A tiny insect hang glider. Yeah, tweet that to Doritos. People will be doing it now when this show goes
Yeah,
out.
they are.
Doritos will be going, oh, God, it's happening
here we go again.
People are just bombarded, just wasting their time, basically. Yeah.
Did you get that idea from the time you got everyone to phone? Was it a radio station in Newcastle you got
Yes,
the phone?
it was, and I bet you know who this is. Do you know the Flashing Blade?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, the Flashing...
He's a real Geordie.
Yeah. Flashing Blade, Alan. Yeah, there was a phone-in show, and I got the audience, like about 500 people, all to say that they'd seen an alligator loose in Heaton Park, in fact. It was in Heaton Park, and they all phoned in this radio station, and it was brilliant. People just going, Alan, my dog went into some bushes, and there was some rustling, and it come back, and there was just the lead. Just the lead. My dog's gone. And people were just ringing in going, aye, what, cat got snapped, Alan. And the trouble was, it got out of control, and it made all the papers. And my mum rang me up and just went, you've gone too far this time. And then it's turned into this legend that there was an alligator loose in the park.
I really believe that. Is that not true?
That's me. I saw that. But then... It's not true. I completely started it.
Right
But the worst thing was, about 6 months later, I was watching Pet Rescue on Channel 4, and they went, and today we have a Pet Rescue special with the Teesside Reptile Society, who are spending the weekend looking for an alligator. And there was these blokes just in waders, just on this horrible winter's day, poking the river like that, just careful in case it snaps at you. And I'm sat at home going, oh, God.
How old were you?
So, I was, it was last week.
It wasn't that long ago.
Not long ago.
Listen, it's music time. So, Cheryl, some
Yes.
dancers await if you want to go and get ready. There she goes. In a moment, we'll meet this week's visitors to the famous red chair. But first, performing her new single, Call My Name, it is Cheryl Cole!
How do you think I feel when you call my name? You got me confused by the way I change. How do you think I to me, need you to stay with me. I love you too much to let go. How'd you think I feel when you call my name? You got me confused by the way I change. How'd you think I feel when you call my name? My name, say my name, baby. How'd you think I feel when you call my name? You got me confused by the way I change. How'd you think I feel when you call my name? My name, say my name, baby. It's the constant thought of my baby taking up my time. It's the non-stop vision of you that's playing on my mind. Saying I love what you do to me, need you to stay with me. I love you too much to let go. How'd you think I feel when you call my name? You got me confused by the way I change. How'd you think I feel when you call my name? My name, say my name, baby. How'd you think I feel when you call my name? You got me confused by the way I change. How'd you think I feel when you call my name? My name, say my name, baby. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Say my name, baby.
Thank you.
Cheryl Cole, everybody! Come back and join us soon. Beautiful job. Cheryl! Mwah. Thank you very much. Comes back, I'll size you round here. I will sit you there. Now, that was genius. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Dance moves. I liked all that. The crotch.
All the acrobatics and things.
Yeah, no,
Landing on the
yes.
splits, really?
Now, it is time for this week's visit to the Red Chair. But tonight, in honour of our two beautiful ladies and Ross, it's men only. It's a men-only Red Chair tonight. So, you are in charge of the Lever ladies.
I'm in charge?
Yeah, well,
Oh, you're in charge too.
Well, the two of you are in charge, and basically the men are telling you a story to impress you.
Right.
It's as if they're meeting you, say, in a bar, and they're telling you a story to impress you. It'll be their favourite story, and this is the one to make you kind of think, wow, he's the one. Okay? You may not want to hear the story, in which case you know what to do. Okay, so good luck, boys! Here we go. Hello.
Hi there, you right?
Hi.
Not impressed.
That was going to have to be an amazing story.
That was very harsh. Very harsh. He had sexual ninja written all over him.
Now, maybe we're saving the fine wine to last. Who's next? Oh, now, yes. What's your name?
Andy.
It's Andy?
Yeah.
It's Andy. Where are you from, Andy?
Australia.
He's from Australia.
Yeah.
That okay? Yeah?
Okay.
He's Australia. Okay, off you go with your... Don't lick your lips like that. Looks weird. That's what's gonna happen. Maybe we only read it because the first one didn't get to speak.
Most of them don't.
I think this gives us an insight of if this really was a bar, the way these two would behave. There's literally blokes standing there.
Yeah, you've heard us song.
Bang!
I kissed a girl and I liked it.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Got a room.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Oh, is it hot in here?
Okay, one more. Here we go. Oh, he's made an effort.
What time are you from, sir?
What's your name?
Connor.
Connor. And where are you from, Connor?
I'm from Hull.
Hull?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. You know.
That's nice. That's the first time anyone's ever said that. Oh, that's nice.
Well, I just thought it's up north. You could share, you know, you could share travel things.
We're going to have to be careful, because when you pull that lever, his cello is going to go with him.
Connor, you look lovely. Don't listen to them.
Thank you.
What do you do in Hull?
I'm a student at the moment. Of chemistry.
Chemistry?
Yeah.
Now, see, that's smart. That's smart. He's from Hull.
And it's kind of like a play on words. Like, he's a student of chemistry, and he's at the bar, and he's picking
And
us up.
where are you studying?
I'm studying in Oxford.
From Hull to Oxford. It's like if the graph is like that. That is quite a life trajectory, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, and now he's dating a pop princess. Oh my God!
If you're a real prince, I'll marry you.
Are you a prince?
I'm sadly not, no.
You idiot! Say yes!
Yes, I am.
She's American, she'd never know.
I am the Prince of Hull. So off you go, Connor, with your story.
I have an unfortunate habit of sleepwalking, which has got me into some awkward situations. The first of which was locking myself out of my house at 3 a.m. wearing just my underwear. I had been dreaming that I was at a party and that I needed to leave to go home. And when leaving, I thought, oh no, I've just gone out of the house and left this person's...
Love of God!
But he was a prince!
I think some fumes from an experiment got to him.
What part of Hull is he from? Well, actually, I very much like the Humber Bridge. It's marvellous.
Maybe he's actually from hell. Should we try one more, and then we'll call it a night? Okay, hello?
Hiya.
Okay. What's your name?
Michael.
Michael. Oh, look, he's a nice smile. Oh, Cheryl, don't look like that. That's lovely. He's wearing two tops.
You could be the man of your dreams.
They're attached.
Yeah, oh, they're attached.
No, don't say that, don't say that. That's not cool, bro.
It's fashion.
Is there, I know I'm not glass houses and all that, but is the hair, what's happening there then?
He's got a little beardy thing.
No, the hair, the actual...
Oh, on top of his head?
Like the spiky... Should that have cheese and pineapple stuff?
Oh, too cruel. Now, Michael, I'm on your side. I'm in your corner. So, where are you from, Michael?
I'm from London.
London, and what do you do, Michael?
I run a B&B hotel.
He runs a B&B hotel.
Right, you either run a hotel or a bed and breakfast. I'll tell you what, lovely. I've sorted it down in London to do a B&B hotel, mate. You get your bed, you get your breakfast, get in there, bish bosh, and it's got a minibar, trouser press, sorted, charge you double, lovely. Want a bit of cheese and pineapple, mate? Cheese and pineapple. Have some of that, B&B hotel, isn't it?
Come on, Michael, tell your story.
OK, I was in central London with my wife, shopping.
Wait a minute! You can just contact us via our website at this very address. Thank you to my lovely guest tonight, Mr. Ross Noble, Katy Perry, Cheryl Cole. Join me same time next week. I'll see you then. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Now, don't tell Katy Perry, but next Friday, Graham Norton will be joined by her ex-actor and comedian Russell Brand. Next on BBC One, the National Lottery Friday Night Draws.